AI versus humans in PCB design. What do humans still do better and will do better for a long time?
I mean, I think that most cutting edge designs is where that's going to stay the case, right? Like humans define the ultimate frontier today of like what's the fastest board you could do, what's the densest board you could do, smallest board you can do. I think it's going to take a while before AI catches up. I think it's just that simple.
Okay. Um, Biggest misconception about AI in PCB design?
I think probably the one we get the most is people thinking that it should be trained on human data or that it would be trained on human data. Every single time we get
Yeah,
that
I got
question
that. Yeah.
because it's intuitive, right?
Right.
It's a reasonable way to kind of approach the problem on the surface. But I think most people just aren't aware that there are other ways to go about it that might make more sense. So I'd say that's a pretty common misconception.
Yeah, no, I like your approach. I think it's definitely the right approach. As I've spoken to many experts, I would think they would agree with you as well. No, that's great. So, and I just want to, kind of talk about for a second, like, you know, basically when I hear you talking and like automating and, what can a human now focus on that's more interesting or more important? To me, it just seems like there's going to be even a bigger boom in hardware. Like
Right.
hardware is going to be everywhere.
Right.
Because at some point, everyone will be able to make hardware.
That's exactly it. I agree. I think as we've seen, even just with 3D printers, like mass customization, the concept that many new inventions are going to be enabled where it doesn't require anything that's like super cutting edge as far as signal integrity. But the person who has the idea hasn't gone through school to have all the electrical engineering training, but they can get enough that they can get something off the ground and do it quickly, and then maybe get a patent or protect their idea, but then get help, get funding to commercialize it or whatever. It's going, or even just on the individual level, I can see a world in the future where I can get home to my house and realize I have a particular problem and there's a practical solution if I just had a little device that did X. Like even just the other day, I'm like, I want a really awesome loud alarm clock which you can only turn off by going to the opposite end of the house and going through a particular ritual to make it turn off. Because, certain members of the household will not get out of bed otherwise.
Well, that's very specific.
There's the next Quilter project, huh?
It probably will be. Yeah. It's on the list.
All right.
I think that's fantastic because, the hardware world has been very filled with hardware people and hardware engineers. But what I'm taking away from this is, Quilter can and is making hardware accessible, and other AI companies, I guess, in the industry, they're making hardware accessible to people who might not, venture down this road.